Lizzie Lewis says, how do you be content in season of singleness? Been doing your single course, but it's still hard. Yes. When you realize that singleness is hard, it is hard to do anything worthwhile. If it's worthwhile, it's going to be a lot of work. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand that it is hard, see what I realize in life, that the things that I want the most, I realize it takes the most work. If you're afraid of work, you ain't gonna work it. You see what I'm saying? If you're afraid to work hard, you're gonna hardly have anything. And that's the mindset you gotta have. It's not looking at how hard singleness is, but looking at, is my heart hard in any kind of way? Is my heart hard towards God? Is my heart hard towards this season? Because your heart will determine just how much real estate you gain in a season that you're in. And once you get into your mind that singleness is not easy to navigate, that you will have tough moments, then you will become a little bit more humble and more dependent on God in this season to give you perspective. The reason why things seem overwhelming is because there's a lack of perspective of why you are in the midst of this, right? And so when you understand that contentment is a difficult place to get to, that contentment is a way of thinking, that contentment is a way of living. And when you get to your mind, through your mind, that yes, you're right, Josh, singleness is difficult. Once you get over that and you have a work ethic, what everyone has to understand is that you have to have a solid work ethic to be successful at anything. That comes with singleness, that goes with marriage, that goes with parenting, I'm sure, that goes with ministry, I know for sure, that goes with anything in life. If you don't have a solid work ethic, you ain't gonna make it. So you got to get out of your mind that singleness is hard. Well, you got to accept the fact that singleness is hard, but make sure that you're not hard-hearted, and your hard heart is not contributing to making it harder than what it needs to be. Your skill set, your work ethic will make singleness easier, even through the hard parts. How do you be content in the season of singleness? The reason is understand that seasons don't last long. But how you embrace the season will determine how long the season goes. The person that you become, because listen, it takes seasons to become seasoned. You want to be a seasoned single. You want to be a seasoned man, a seasoned woman, adding flavor to a marriage. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be stale. The reason why your marriages and opportunities are not evident in a person's life is because they're stale. God's like, you ain't adding no flavor to this. You haven't embraced any of these seasons. You haven't been marinated in my word. You haven't hid the word in my heart that you might not sin against me. You didn't do anything in your singleness. And now when you done wasted 3 or 4 years of doing nothing, now you done made the season of singleness even more unbearable. And that's what the devil wants. He wants you to have unnecessary consequences, unnecessary soul ties, unnecessary emotional attachments, unnecessary perspectives to make it even harder. And since most people don't have solid spiritual disciplines and a solid spiritual work ethic, they don't even know how to overcome the doubt, the worry, and time. Time in itself can be overwhelming. But that's what happens when people don't know God, people don't know the things of God, people don't have no spiritual discipline. The churches are only giving you cupcake messages. That's what happens. So then when you find yourself facing a hardship, the Bible says endure hardship like a good soldier. That's what you got to do. And there's nothing around it. There's nothing soft about this. It is hard for a reason, because those who want it will do whatever it takes to make sure they're the persons that can manage it. And you gotta look at your heart and say, man, how am I with disciplines? Where is my work ethic? Am I solid in my am I soft with my work ethic? Because because this is what happens with people. People think that God's just going to give them something. God gave you something already. He gave you Jesus, period. He already gave everything else. I mean, there's a lot of things that's freely given, but we're talking about if you want a marriage, if you want to be successful, you got to work. God ain't just going to give you, because it's something that you learn when you work for something. You know, when a man gets a woman easy, he didn't have to work for. He not gonna work to keep her. If you don't work hard to get it, you won't work hard to keep it, because it's in the working towards it that makes you understand it and appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? So that's my advice to you. Singleness is hard work, man. Marriage is hard work. So if you can't handle the hard work of singleness, you ain't gonna be successful with the hard work of marriage. So my advice to you is to understand that anything worth having is gonna take work. It's gonna take hard work, and you got to examine your heart to make sure it's not hardened towards God, hardened towards this season. Because if it is, you're not gonna embrace the work of this season, and you're not gonna maximize the season. It's gonna help you be successful for the next season.